back to the Alan Cox Show
on 100.7 WMMS.
Some of the best mashups, and I'm a sucker for one and all, they come from DJ Cummerbund. They come from Bill McClintock. And I don't know if either of them are behind the There I Ruined It Instagram and YouTube channel.
I enjoy that.
I love There I Ruined It. This guy takes songs and pitches them up and down so that they match another completely different song entirely. And that one there, Curb Your Sandman. It's There I Ruined It. He did a collaboration with, he combined a bunch of songs that had crazy in the lyrics. Pitches them up and down, sets them all to the same music, mashes them all up.
I remember when I lost my mind.
Got me looking so crazy right now. Your love's got me looking so crazy.
I go crazy. 'Cause that make me crazy.
So crazy right now.
It drives me crazy. Bless your soul.
That's pretty good, boy. There's some Gnarls Barkley in there. There's Ozzy. There's Beyonce, who got herself another record number of Grammy nominations, I heard, for people who are still paying attention to that. Aerosmith, Ozzy, Fine Young Cannibals. So There I Ruined It on Instagram. There's an underscore in between each word in that tag. It's great. And they have a YouTube channel, too. But Curb Your Enthusiasm I just played, Enter Sandman. He has Alicia Off Keys. Hold on, I haven't heard all of them.
Some people want it
Oh, that's bad. That's how I sing.
And they do that thing where they cut to Tom Hanks in the audience at the Oscars and the meme faces. Anyway, I like that a lot. I'll have another $1,000 for you in about 5 minutes here. We'll also get to Perez Bilton's Hot Celebrity Goss.
Mm-hmm.
It is, we do it on Tuesdays because a lot of times Mary is gone the tail end of the week, and it's her favorite segment. We used to do Hot Celebrity Goss on Friday, but she was absent so many of those, and she finally called me.
I did.
I remember this was on a Sunday night. It was some months ago. And
I had just landed.
She had just landed. She had a little bit of time in the airport terminal. And I could tell she was welling up over the phone when she was talking to me. And not the normal Mary cry. It was more of a
This is a real one.
It was more of a soft sob.
This isn't the one. This isn't one of her on-air attention cries.
Right. They're different.
This was a legitimate something's going on here cry. And she said, "Could you please, I never asked you for anything, Alan," which is true. She said, "Could you please do Perez Bilton's Hot Celebrity Goss earlier in the week?" And I initially resisted. I said, "Nope, I've got everything laid out the way I want it, and I just can't go changing things because you asked me."
Mm-hmm.
But I could tell that it was important to her.
Because I already missed the get down.
She missed the get down. She was still
Which are like 1A and 1B.
Mm-hmm. On my favorite things ever. All things considered.
I remember that her father's death was still very fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, did it hit me just at the right time? It did. In fact, as I recall, I paid for your Uber home that night. I felt so bad.
It was so sad.
And now, just to be a dick, I did give the guy 1 star. Nevertheless,
It's okay. Goes on your account now.
Bill Perez Bilton's Hot Goss in a few minutes. You can, if you listen to us, by the way, on iHeartRadio, on the app there, and you do it out of state, or wherever, even locally. A lot of people, you can leave us wherever you are, a little talk-back messages there.
What up, gang? Just listening to the section yesterday about hot Santas, and I, too, have a beef with hot Jesus. I work in nursing homes, and I see a lot of very Catholic, Lutheran or whatever, mostly Catholic though, women with hot, hunky, chest-ripped, abbed-out Jesus. Doesn't make sense.
Isn't that just regular Jesus? I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they-
kind of a cliche joke, but the Jesus has got abs
But
and
they're
the.
sexualizing Jesus, and that's
I don't
not
think the
right.
old ladies of the nursing home are sexualizing Jesus. I think
We
they're.
finally get a man to look at.
I think there are probably a lot of crucifixes around, and Jesus was thin. They were just eating fish.
Right.
And he's all
would he
abbed out.
I mean, it's one thing to be thin, but he's all muscly too.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
You know how
Skinny ripped.
you know all those dopes that put Trump's head on Stallone's body?
Yeah.
Right?
With like all the ammo.
Yeah, of course, because that's what he looks like.
I love it.
That sounds like what he's describing about Jesus at the nursing home.
Have
So
you seen Korean Jesus? He is.
I call him Kim Jong-un, Bill.
He is like jacked like the Rock.
Korean
Yeah,
Jesus.
just-
Oh, yeah.
Google Korean
He's
Jesus.
breaking off the cross.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shredded. What about touchdown Jesus?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Korean
Isn't that,
Jesus
didn't that
sculpture.
burn down? Touchdown Jesus that was over in Dayton, around Dayton area.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, touchdown
Why
Jesus.
did they make him look like that? Korean Jesus. I just pulled up the sculpture.
Because nobody really knows what he looked like, other
That's
than,
what
of
they
course,
want.
he was black. But
He was
they
black.
don't really. Yes, I know. They don't really know what he looked like, so they can pretty much do whatever they want to with him. Like that. So if they're going to make them all, my question would just be, how are you trying to explain that he got that way?
Push-ups. Like arm
Push-ups.
push-ups.
Faith,
Yeah.
true faith. Faith without works are dead. So he had faith that he could get jacked, and then he followed the right diet and got there.
The right diet. Well, it was
Yeah.
the Mediterranean diet, and they
Gains,
say
bro.
that is the
Yeah.
best one for you. Yeah, the poster I usually see is him breaking off the cross and says, "F your sins, I'm getting the hell out of here." So if you can't agree with that, I don't know what, you know. So, yeah,
There
buff
was,
Korean Jesus.
there was a lot of art that we had for like Mormon stuff, and Jesus was always very attractive, kind of more of the like Obi-Wan Kenobi looking, like not the old one, but the Ewan McGregor one. But then there was just like a lot of characters from the Book of Mormon and the Bible, and they do these paintings, and these dudes were shredded.
You have to keep the women around. They're
Yeah.
already, the women are already sexually repressed.
Yeah.
So they're like, we need a hot Jesus.
But they're not going to see Jesus as a sexual figure.
But they will subconsciously stay in church longer.
But they don't want to see him as some wimpy little.
Right, but it seems to me
Twink.
that the thin, abbed Jesus, not the buff one, but the thin one that I grew up seeing on a
The
crucifix.
sad one.
He should have looked
But
like
that looks like a guy that you could hold down and nail to a piece of wood.
Right, but
Buff Jesus would never.
Yeah, you couldn't get him up there.
No,
but he probably
those
didn't
aren't
look,
load bearing. Those aren't load bearing beams.
But he probably didn't look like that Jesus. He probably looked more like what's his face?
Keenan Ivory Wayans.
No, like the fighter. Like the body type would probably be similar to Christian Bale in The Fighter. Not all the way to The Machinist, but
Right.
Christian Bale in The Fighter,
Right.
where
Lean.
real
Ripped.
lean. No, not ripped. Christian Bale was just tight, like scrawny in that
Never
movie.
saw the movie.
Well, look him up because he's like crackhead skinny. Whitney Houston. He'd have a Whitney Houston body.
Whitney Houston, Jesus. Now we're all on Cody's level.
My brother didn't know that you got me that Whitney Houston candle for, I think that was for Christmas last year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like worshiping that false prophet. I'm like, she ain't a prophet. Like, she's not no false prophet.
You and your warships. So bellicose.
That's
I got to give you some money here. It's $1,000 as promised. It's a chance for you to go fund yourself. So listen closely and good luck. I hope you win.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword money at WMMS.com. That's money. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez, Bilton. Ooh.
Yep. So, we like to get our hot goss.
Yeah. Well,
From,
the fans of Perez Bilton are known as the Goss Guzzlers.
They're known as that now?
Yeah, that's
I mean, I know that you, was there, did you have to reach a quorum, or was this,
there was a vote.
were there votes?
Mm-hmm.
Like when they named the plows?
Right, it was,
Did Mary cast a vote?
It was between Goss
did not.
Guzzlers or the Goss Holes.
Those were the two choices.
Yeah.
Goss Guzzlers, and Mary voted for which?
Mary abstained from voting because...
It's unfair.
In absentia.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
All right.
Are you all right?
What was that?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Leonardo DiCaprio, happy birthday. He turned 48 over the weekend, threw a big old party, had lots of stars there, and there was not a lot of reports because they took the phones of everybody that went in there.
Oh, boy.
So luckily, I have inside sources.
Inside Sources.
And the inside sources say that when they brought the candle or the cake out with the candles on it, he made a wish out loud, which is bad luck. But when you're Leonardo DiCaprio, you're not really worried about that. And his wish was, I wish women would stop turning 25.
Inside Sources.
My inside source also said that it was, the way he said it, it felt more like a threat than a wish.
Inside Sources.
Ah, well. People
Pete-
approach birthdays differently.
Yeah. Pete Davidson, he's back on the dating scene. The SNL alum, who is 28 years old, was seen with supermodel Emily Ratajkowski in New York City. She's 31, so he's still dating older. He seems to do that. And according to inside sources,
Inside Sources.
Pete and Emily are taking things slow and don't plan on being made fun of on SNL until 2023.
Inside Sources.
And finally, Candace Cameron Bure. You know her from Full House and Fuller House. She's
Bure. She's married to Pavel Bure,
it's
the hockey
Bure,
player.
okay.
Yeah.
And is being called out by Hillary Burton, who was on One Tree Hill, over Candace's comments about joining the Christian network, the Great American Family Network, to star in holiday movies. Burton called her a bigot because Candace Bure said that the movies are going to focus on traditional marriage. And according to inside sources,
Inside Sources.
Hillary may have hit the nail on the head because the first movie title has leaked for Candace's new network, and it's called I Won't Be Homo for Christmas.
Oh, my God.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez, Bilton. Ooh.
I mean, she can do what she wants. She's on the Great American Family Network.
Right.
Why are they going to give her a hard time?
Their movies are bad no matter what network they're on. If it's Lifetime or Hallmark Channel or Great American Family, they're all bad.
I don't even think that channel gets much clearance. So who the hell is going to be seeing the...
Well, that's why they're going after
the
a star
gaff.
to bring people in.
Yeah. You know that Hillary Burton, you know who her husband is?
Tim Burton.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Negan on The Walking Dead. The comedian in the Watchmen movie. Yeah, Hillary Burton's married to him.
I love him. He's great.
Yeah, he's awesome. That Pete, God bless Pete Davidson. You know what I mean? Like the dude's like a professional rebound rental.
Did you see Dionne Warwick tweeted that she wanted to be with him next?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And he'll do it too.
He will.
And Emily Ratajkowski, by the way, if you've ever seen her ex-husband, he's just this derpy-looking dude. I think he's a producer or something. Seems like Bear McClendon. He's just, and the rumor was that he cheated on her. Because I think you get these beautiful women who are so terribly insecure. They just gravitate to some dude who will put up with whatever. because he knows he's never going to score higher than that. He's a less good-looking guy. And he's like, yeah, let's get married. And she's like, cool, whatever. And then all these weird matchups. I mean, it's not like Pete Davidson is like John Hamm. You know, it's not like he's some classically handsome dude.
It's weird how you can totally make a woman insecure by cheating on them.
I mean, prior to when you get together. No, when they get to, I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's the rumor that's out there. But I mean, I think they have a kid, don't they?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, Pete's clearly not
almost
averse.
a 2-year-old.
Yeah, he's not averse to dating moms.
Yeah, and again, he's like the one celebrity that keeps dating older women.
Well, that's the move, though. See, Pete Davidson is smart because when you're dating somebody with a kid, you know you're automatically number 2. Like Mary knows she's automatically number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, it's baked into the cake.
Sure.
You're like, hey, listen, I know you got other priorities. Easy out.
Well, he's number 2 too, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Brian.
Behind comedy.
Yes.
Right, but I'm saying he has a human child.
What do you think my cat is?
That not a human child.
he's
Your
number
cat
3?
is a human
He's
child?
a human child.
Wow.
I birthed her through my vaginal canal. It was bloody. There were claws.
Well, I mean, listen.
No, to comedy.
We've
When
all,
he and I first started dating, we had that conversation where I was like, hey, just so you know, my career comes first. And he's like, hey, just so you know, my kid comes first. I was like, this sounds
like,
perfect.
yeah, I know your kid comes first, by the way.
Love
I figured that one out.
you. But please don't touch my vagina.
And it all slides around and it mushes out and nothing stays where it's supposed to stay.
Yeah.
That was my cat's birth.
Hey, Darnell.
Oh.
I just talked to a friend of yours the other day, Darnell. Yeah, there was a girl who's been calling us for quite some time, and I didn't know her name. It turns out her name's Jenna, and she lives out in Poland, Ohio, and she'll just leave me these non-stop, non-sequitur voicemails. And I asked her if she was blind because she had made reference to being at some blind school in Pennsylvania, but comes around to the fact she says she knows you. I mean, you're not. You guys aren't. You guys aren't really doing anything to dispel the stereotype that all blind people know each other. Well, okay. Okay. Sure. But she's am I correct in that she's a little bit, you were born on the same day, so you're both like 34, 35 years old? Right, so are you 35 years old? Okay. I guess we've been talking to you for so long that I forget that we've been talking to you for a long time. Oh, yeah, I know. But how are you? Are you all right? Yep. You know that he's not listening. How do you know that? We have a lot of listeners. He's blind, not deaf, Darnell. Oh. All right. Well, that's great. Okay, I gotcha. Who's in there? Jerry O'Connell is hosting Pictionary, I think. You know who Jerry O'Connell is? Okay. Oh, that's right. He is on there, isn't he? Boy, things are working out for him. Okay. So you're spending your day. How are Grandma and Grandpa doing? Are they all right? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, listen, I know we don't hear from you very often, but I'm glad that we do because I just want to make sure that you're doing it right. For a while, we were worried we might have lost another listener. You know, we lost Rick, we lost Drunk Mike Jr., and so there was a tough run there for a while. So, yeah, all right. You're living in Ohio now? Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, tell everyone we said hello, okay? Okay. Thank you, Darnell. All right, pal. There's Darnell, who is a number 25 on the Alan Cox Show blacklist. He was an early adopter, and of course, he's best known for his hit song Mercedes-Benz that you can easily find on YouTube. Classic lyric of all time.
If I know that once you can't turn around in my Mercedes-Benz, you won't be bound. If you look at me, they're not wearing my jeans. But when you get my Mercedes-Benz, you're not in my beans, yeah.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7
WMMS. Rover's Morning Glory.
Pete Davidson